Yes people, welcome back to another video. CMDAV, I got another banger for you. We got the Madi and Sian topsy-turvy relationship. Let's get into the vid. In episode 12, during the A-level recruitment drive, Jez's ex-wife and children storm into the hall having a family domestic in front of everyone. This is the first encounter where Madi and Sian meet each other, where Madi calls Sian the slapper. Madi is angry thinking Sian took Jez away from her mum. Sian explains in school she's the teacher and Madi's the pupil, and if not she needs to leave her class. Madi paints home record on Sian's classroom. Sian tells her she didn't take her dad away. Madi calls her a liar and slaps her. In episode 16, Sian consoles Madi when she gets robbed and tells Jez to go easy on her as it's not her fault. Sian asks Madi if everything is okay after a lot of things going on. Madi says yes, then says no and proceeds to cry. Sian hugs her and says she knows it's been a bad day. This is the first time they actually hug and Madi explains she was so scared she didn't know what to do. Sian suggests that Jez takes the kids out. In episode 19, Madi questions Sian for wearing the same outfit twice in a row, claiming it's not like her. She asks if Sian pulled an all-nighter and relates to going to a sleepover without her stuff. Madi then compliments her, saying that she always looks amazing. Madi has a story broadcasted called Changing Lanes, and she explains how she didn't want to come to Waterloo Road and her parents separated, but she's getting to know Sian and she's getting to like her, and changing lanes have brought them closer. In episode 20, Madi sees Sian and Michael being cozy. Sian sees her and Madi tells her to stay away from her, clocking on to see that she's actually cheated on her dad. In episode 21, Sian is excited but nervous to be acting head since Michael is away. Madi tells her to give it a rest as she's been on about it every day, showing that Madi hasn't forgiven her for the affair. Sian tries to be supportive in terms of Madi's campaign for head girl, but she just ignores her and thanks Jez for the balloons, even though he says it was Sian's idea. Sian later apologizes to Madi, saying that the last thing she wanted to do was to hurt her or her dad. She claims it was a bad mistake. Madi talks about how she joined the campaign to be head girl for fun and truly has all the ideas. Sian says she wishes she was how Madi is when she was in school, as she's up for anything in the life of the party. Madi smiles and says she hasn't turned out too badly. In episode 27, Sian goes to Madi about how Jez has decided it's best that her and Zach stay with Sian during term time. Madi corrects her, saying that that's what they told Jez. Madi asks if it's okay and Sian says it's okay and she holds her hand. Sian explains that herself and Jez have a few things to sort out. Now they're happy and they're getting along proper. In episode 28, it's Madi's birthday and her and Sian and Zach come to school happily. Sian and Madi are becoming tight to the point where Jez is being shut out and Madi is telling him that they have plans for a girls' night out. Sian tells Madi and Zach that she knows that they're moving back in with their mum, so she's decided to take the job in Scotland. Madi congratulates her and hugs her. Sian asks to see Madi and Zach in the holidays and Madi says of course and they'll keep in touch. On to season 8. Madi returns and surprises Sian at the end of episode 2, saying that Sian said she could visit whenever. Madi returns to school and appreciates Sian pulling strings to get her in and tells her straight A's only. Madi gets on Sian's bad side when Sian overhears her planning a party when Sian's supposed to be out. Madi thinks that they're mates, but Sian tells her that if she's under her roof, she's under her supervision. Sian cancels the party and Madi begs, which leads to Sian compromising. Madi goes to Sian about a problem with a friend. She says she doesn't know why she bothers with him. She explains she tries to be nice but they overlook it. Madi asks Sian why guys are so, and Sian finishes her sentence by saying stubborn, but Madi says thick. This leads to them planning the girls' night. Madi surprises Sian with the rest of her things coming. Sian isn't excited as she wasn't expecting her to fully move in. She basically says they can talk about it later. Madi tells Sian she's applying for uni so she can leave as soon as possible, but Sian's focus is elsewhere. Sian has a new man who speaks about Madi, saying she's a handful. Sian doesn't claim her though. Madi calls Sian for help with her luggage and Sian says she'll help her load it into a taxi. Sian walks into Madi kissing Ray, her new man. Madi introduces her as her stepmom. Ray is confused since Sian says she lived alone. Sian says she knew she was coming and tells her to get out of her sight. Sian goes to the schoolhouse and tells Madi she just spoke to her mum, who said something between Madi and her mum's boyfriend happened. Sian says it's dysfunctional trying to use sex as a weapon. Sian says she's not her mother and she doesn't want to be. Madi cries and says she doesn't want to move up, but Sian says she's doing all the opposite. Madi says she doesn't want to lose everyone. In episode 8, Madi tells Sian about being accepted on a cruise ship job. Madi says school is a waste of time. She's annoyed with Sian's judgment and says it's her life. Throughout the day, Sian is still pushing for Madi to take the educational route and is happy when she sees she got an A in English. Madi and Sian keep arguing about the job. Madi says she's taking the job and there's nothing she can do about it. Sian calls her a 12-year-old and tells her to grow up. Madi asks her how can she do that if she's sponging off her. Near the end of the episode, they apologize to each other and Madi says she thinks it's the right thing to do. Sian says she should do whatever she thinks is right and they hug it out. At the end of the episode, Madi and Sian leave together and that's the last time we see Madi on Waterloo Road. To be fair, it makes sense why this relationship was quite topsy-turvy, up and down with the affair and Madi moving mad and like not really forgiving after somebody's cheating on your dad, you get me? So it made sense about that, but it was all good that they ended on good terms and after a while they built that relationship that was good at the end. But yeah, I enjoyed the roller coaster, so make sure you drop a like, make sure you comment what you want to see next and make sure you subscribe and share to your friends. Stay safe my people, peace. CMDAV, Northwest finest, been doing this YouTube thing with my guidance. I came through, made videos, now I'm trying to tune out intros, outros, new ideas, new flows, yeah. I gotta make a way to blow. Every day I'm trying to make myself elevate, escalate, I'm trying to move up. I do my thing, make sure I do it proper. Rule number one, no one doesn't do anything twice. It's the first time they didn't do it right. Understand people don't wanna see you winning like you do. I'm gonna blow cause I choose to. I don't have to be on the net with Cal talking about stats. Check me 5 years, got any budging me to pay tax. And if I go hard, I'ma get Bowen to Matt to Mitchell, Ben and Justin Fitzgerald. I'm the guy to sing one true family because we stick together. All my people pushing P in the coldest weather so we can shine together. And I like that, call me Rimmer cause I'm giving 2K like Jack.